Let's see. YouTube is live. All right, bet. Yeah. Do the thing. Ads are running because Twitch just does that. So get in early, so you don't got no ads. Get that Twitch Turbo, subscribe so you don't get no ads. Become a YouTube member so you don't get no ads. You feel me? Actually, I don't think YouTube members get no ads, but that's not the point. Anyway, today we got a little bit going on today. I'll explain that momentarily. I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs, stroke my meat. You feel me? Beat it real quick. Cut. That one's not supposed to make the take. Oh, oh no, my fatness. Uh, uh, okay. I made it. I pulled the chair. Guys, I pulled my chair. My fatness did not prevent me from pulling the chair. So that's clip for the next EO Core video. Unfort. Did I play the 2.6 story yet? Nah, not yet, Lena. You know what I'm gonna do though? So you guys know how I had the y'all know how I was doing the other account to like play through the story? So I'm still doing it. But then I realized, and I think one of y'all, someone in the comments pointed that out, and they're like, why don't you just watch why don't you just watch like some videos of the story? Like, why don't you just watch like all of the cutscenes and whatnot compiled together? Because there's a couple of YouTubers that put it out there. And for whatever reason, that didn't cross my mind. I'm like, you know what? I could save myself hours, days of time. So I'm just gonna do that. So over the course of this week, I'm probably gonna watch like one a day, maybe two a day, depending on how short they are. But I'm gonna watch everything. Now I will say though, I do still want to go back and play through 2.0, like the full experience. Because I just don't like open world. And I feel like a big part of that is because of the 2.0 shit, but it is what it is. Anyway, how y'all doing today? How's everybody doing today, man? Uh, we're chilling. We got a good little day today, which is, I guess today is kind of like a fun day. I don't know. I got to make up some type of schedule, like when I play what and when I do what, but we'll see what happens. On the schedule today is what should have been on the schedule yesterday. So today we're not going to yap. I did all my yapping yesterday. Today we're gonna jump straight into a lot of stuff. The Poke Nuke was crazy or epic. I did see that. Hey man, hands in the air, bro. It's a lot going on, and it's not a lot going on at the same time. I'm seeing clips 24/7. I should not be seeing these clips, bro. These clips should not be on the internet, man. But it is what it is. Like that the Kronos guy on Twitter, he's been keeping me up to date with who says what, because he's on it, man. That's clip master right there. So Twitter is Twitter. But I've also been seeing a lot of Overwatch on my timeline. All right, Domina, yes sir. Anyway, so just to let you guys know, because today I opened up stream so that normally what I do for those that are on YouTube as well. Normally what I do is I'll stream on Twitch for about like 30 minutes to an hour. So Twitch usually gets first stream rights. But because today it's kind of the reverse, what I'm going to be doing today is we'll knock out some stuff with Zenless. Because I do want to talk about some things. I want to talk with you guys and bring up some topics. And just, I like talking to y'all. And then after that, once we're done with the Zenless stuff, which won't be for too long, maybe about an hour or so, I'm going to jump into either some Overwatch or some Rivals. Kind of just depends on what we're doing. I don't think we're going to do Rivals because I don't know if we'll get a full squad, but we might still do Rivals though, because we could duo it up. Duoing is pretty fun too, but I don't want to lose rank. I don't want to lose rank. I don't think either of us want to lose the rank, bro. Me and Kamon do not want to lose rank, so we'll see what happens, bro. Excuse me. We will see what happens, but let's get on with it. So what do I have for my topics? Some of these topics I want to flesh out, but like I don't know how I want to flesh it out. Normally that's why I talk a lot, is because I want to like flesh it out and whatnot. And then fuck, bro. This Suna with the one that I have for Suna, it's so, I really wish that I was able to prove it, but I'm just going to accept that I can't, and I'm gonna talk about it as a theory. Would that be okay with you guys? I feel like that would be okay. Do I have multiple of this hoodie or just one? Technically, there are two of these hoodies in the house, but this is my hoodie. So this is the same one that I was wearing yesterday, bro, because it's my hoodie. I got like, well, you can't see it, but I got about like 10 or 12 hoodies now. And so I just kind of rotate through them, whatever feels comfortable for the day. But I only wear clothes whenever the camera's on or I'm leaving the house, right? So if the camera's not on, like if you guys aren't seeing me or I'm not recording, I'm like half naked a lot of the time, just because, the comfortability of my house. I can do whatever I want. Sunlight looks amazing. What time it is over there? Sunlight is okay over here. I mean, well, it just got through raining, so that's probably why. But it is 11:52 a.m. Almost noon. Almost noon. I get it, bro. Same here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which half? Solid question. I like to alternate. I like to alternate. Some days I got the cock out. Some days I got the tits out. You feel me? You don't gotta tell us shit, bro. He asked. What do you mean? MB asked. You want me to not answer the question, bro? I don't know. What is it? What is it? Anyway. I guess the easiest way we can start this off, right, would be talking about Pride Win. Which, to be fair, I have like an inkling of what I want to say when it comes to Pride Win. I'll probably do like a wrapped up video or something like that for it. I'm not entirely too sure, but. Let's see. Let us get down to business. Let me hit the record button. Let's get down to business to defeat the Han. I have 47 toes, and they'll get. I don't know what rhymes with Han. I was gonna say sucked, but like suck doesn't rhyme with whatever. Anyway, here we are on the Pride Win tier list. Here we are on the Pride Win tier list, guys. Okay, and you know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I did the intro, right, for the video, whatever this may be. We're on stream, by the way, so Twitch chat and YouTube chat are here. But my thing, I feel like we're getting to a point now, which is kind of why I wanted to talk about it. I think we're getting to a point now where a couple things need to be stated when it comes to tier lists. Maybe about like all the gacha games, but for now, because we're talking about Zenless, I'll say this about Zenless. I think we're getting to a point where, one, we need to change the tier list entirely. I know we just had a big change, like they just changed it up so that now it's only 3 categories. I'm still not a fan of the 3 category thing at all, but when I say that we need to change the tier list, and let me go ahead and turn on the game as well so we have like a visual representation of what I'm talking about. My whole thing is that we're now getting to a point in Zenless where it's no longer a character, like no single character is carrying everything anymore. And I don't want to say like, oh, well, Ishwin doesn't carry, you know, for like Rupture, or Miyabi doesn't carry for Anomaly, or Ye Shunguang doesn't carry. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that there's more to the game than whatever we got going on. Man, it's a teams. Yo, Mary, what's going on? How you doing, man? I'm doing all right. We're chilling. Just recording a video, hanging out on stream today, having a good time. Ishwin can definitely carry me literally, yes, and I would let her. I would absolutely. But you know what? To be fair though, Ishwin is the type of woman that I would not let her carry me. Like if she wanted to, like she want to pull as a rogue from Marvel, and I'm Gambit, sure, I'll take that. But I would get strong enough. I would build up my ether resistance and be inside of the ether long enough that I could just carry her myself. Like I could carry her everywhere, and I would be the one special person that could do it. Nobody else could do it, and then she would love me. But what I want to get at, bro, Grace is a toe sucker. You're sucking Grace's toes 100%. So the thing that I wanted to point out, or rather the thing that I want to talk about, is that I think we're getting to a point now where we need to start assessing teams and not just characters. So if we talk about it from like an Anomaly perspective and we say like, oh yeah, Alice is this, or Miyabi is this, or Piper is this, Yanagi is this, I think we need to start looking at teams overall and not just the character, right? Arya's coming out and Suna is here. And why do I bring up these two in particular? Because a lot of players are looking at Suna and they're saying like, okay, well, this character, you know, she's a side grade to Astra, right? If you look at her kit, she buffs up the attack by like 1050, right? Which is a little under what Astra gives, but then she does her own personal damage. And so this is a maker, I guess it's like a hit or miss for a lot of players. And what I mean by that is a lot of players are just looking at this as very negligible, but in the reality of things, I feel like it's not. And I don't know if they've updated the game yet, but we'll see. And so if we go to, let me actually just take you guys through one real quick. Let's see if we can go do a quick little Shiyu run. We'll do a quick Shiyu run. I want to try not to use Ye Shunguang, to be honest, because like she just kind of, she's there. The damage percent is going to say 1 million. Let's look for a different character. My Nekomata's not built. What else is this week to? Let me see. Fire, fire, fire. I don't have the other soldier. Let's use Evelyn.
Let's go.
Let's use Evelyn real quick, right? My Evelyn is not crazy. 31. My Bondway is not finished. I stopped building my Bondway. Like I did not play the game enough to build all the characters, and I just have not completed them. Like, and I don't even think I have the gear for them either. But we'll continue. So, right, 4-piece pin. This here, and then we'll also let's go ahead and run Dylan. Because why not?
Hello, Rep heading out for inspiration. Are we
Oops.
going out to fight Imperials? Hey dear, what kind of heading out? Hello, Rep. Wait.
Here we go.
It's okay. I promise I won't slow you down.
Let's try this real quick. I might need to turn my game down a little bit. I'm not entirely too sure. And then let me pause the music as well. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pause the music. I'm gonna turn the game audio down just for a bit here. You know what? Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need to. Let me just double check that the sound isn't like crazy. Yeah, the sound shouldn't be too crazy. You guys should be okay here. We can bring this down to about 5 or so. Music comes down to a 2, maybe a 1. Yeah. All right. So let's just play, right? I'm just gonna like play like normal.
Nothing reaches my defense. Heads up.
Is it got 1 for complaints? Dial 2 for
My whole goal here is to basically give me that stun. Thank you.
Don't cross the line.
I want to see what Suna's doing, because her little combat data is misleading right now. We don't even know what we got going on. Can I kill him with that? Yeah, I'm gonna pop ult just because why not? Get this guy out of my face. Cool. So we go back into Suna, you know, do my little thing here.
Nothing slips through my defenses. Countering.
the verdict is...
We're just playing like normal. We're just playing like normal, right? I'm not doing any tech. None's too crazy. Didn't mean to do that.
I want to send all the bad guys flying!
Removing threat. Nothing reaches my defense. Dirt.
Knock them all over!
Heads up. The threat is still active. Press the advantage.
Got 1 for complaints. If you spot in the domain.
Pose on him.
Your journey ends with me.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. In the parry. Nice. We'll pop him with one of these.
The best
Go ahead and clean up shop.
is a strong offense.
Delicio juega. All right, bet. So now, fuck. I'm not gonna see combat. God dang it. Okay, wait. I thought. You know what? Maybe I can get away with this. We don't have a stunner for the next round. We don't have a stunner. You know what? Let's just see here. All right. Let's just see what baby girl can do. All right. We're gonna go. We're gonna see if freaking okay. There we go. Hold on. We're doing a little bit of work. Bro. Hold on. Wait. We might be able to pull this off. We might be able to pull this off, bro.
Practicing moving in slow-mo. Here we go.
Yeah, we can do the damage, right? I think we can get away with damage, and because we're slow, we can get another impair.
There's a shadow.
I think we can get another impair. There we go. Okay.
Name of the
Okay, now we got this. We got this. We got this. I didn't purposely bring a not stunner, guys. I forgot.
Are you ready for this?
That's really all it is. Like, I thought I'd be able to clear it with the first side and then go like, okay, cool, we can check combat data now. But that's clearly not what happened.
Here we go.
That's clearly just not what happened. So that's on me. That's on me. But I mean, hey, you know, live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. We got it. Easy peasy. Nah. There's nothing to show off. There's nothing to show off. There's nothing to show off. You know? I mean, he's kind of cooked here now. But like, hey.
How about I smash it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me get that. Let me get that. Give me an ult. Oh, I got it. You're dead. Hey. You know, Yidhari doing Yidhari work, right? You could beat people up. You could beat people up with no stunner. You could beat them up with no stunner. All right, cool. We're chilling. I skipped the combat data. Guys, wait. Wait. What's this supposed to happen? I can still open it. Wait. Where? How do I open it? How do I open the combat data, bro? Top right? Here? Is this what it is? I was so blind. Oh shit, yo. Why didn't you tell me that before we fought? You know what? It's fine. This is perfect. Hell yeah, thank you. Or not? What? Oh, it's got to update, huh? Does it have to update? What's today? 123. Bro, today's February. Wait a minute. Defensive pro. Oh, thank you, bro. I'm blind. No, I still got to update. What is this? Maybe it's got to. You know what? Hey, you know what? Listen. It didn't show up. It's okay though. But I'm glad that I know that's there now. Hold on. We're just gonna. My Jafufu's probably not even built anymore. Like, we just have not used my Fufu in quite a long time, right? We haven't used Baby Girl in a little bit. So I'm just gonna like speed run this. See what we can do here. We're just gonna, you know, we're gonna see what happens. Give me another little bit of time, right? We're just gonna we're just gonna have to undo this one.
Don't cross the line.
Oh no, that was clean. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't clean right there. That little interaction right there, that was hot. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't hot, bro. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't hot, man. Come on.
Nothing breaches my defense.
I don't even think I have to burn ult right here, right? Yeah, no, we don't. Beautiful. Oh, and we hit him with that anyway.
Nothing slips through my defense.
The verdict is unforgivable.
Don't cross the line. The best defense is a strong offense. Heads up.
Big talkers.
The threat is still active. Removing threat.
I know he's mad at that interaction. I know he's mad at that interaction, bro. Oh my gosh. I know my boy's mad. He's like, it's not fair. How was he pulling these off?
Nothing breaches my defense.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, 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 oh. Chill out, baby girl. You were supposed to... There we go. There we go. I'll take that.
Noise, be gone.
Almost 1 mil. Almost 1 mil, baby.
Don't worry, one thing will do. Are you ready for this? Rest in peace. Reaper Shockwave! The story ends here. Let me help you chill out. Now, little cuties, crush them! Ice is cracked into the frozen abyss. Drawn from countless legends, melodies, and dreams.
Oh, that freeze is beautiful. Oh, that freeze was beautiful. It just looks nice. Watching him just be frozen in place like that, you know, I just had to admire my work. That's really all it was, chat. Yo, listen. I might be locked in with Yahari, you know, nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with a little bit of locking in with Yahari? You know what I mean? Oh man, that Impair was awesome. And we got the Fufu kill. Look at that. And you see Lucia in the back? Ah, nice. Okay, don't skip combat data this time. Don't skip combat data this time, right, guys? Okay. 313. Did we get the same kill or the same speed that we got before? Anyway, all right, so here's what I'm looking for, right? You see how the damage for Evelyn is 80%. Excuse me. Dylan is about 13%. And then Suna is about 6%. And we already know that Suna's combat data is messed up. Suna's combat data is, to my understanding, it's glitched or stuck between 1 and 6% or 1 and 9%, something like that. So it never shows the full percentage. Why I'm looking at this though, and why I think like them adding the combat data is pretty good, is because this is going to start showing us team value. We were already calculating things beforehand with like, oh, who does what type of damage, or like who outputs or contributes a certain amount of damage into the team, right? And that kind of dictates the whole hyper carry thing, or like what's worth it, who's adding more value overall, right? Like who's doing these buffs so that hypothetically your Evelyn does 95.9% of the damage contribution to the team. But when you look at it and you actually see a lot of the fights that we have going on right now, right? When you guys saw me fighting, and even though these are older fights, you can still see I'm bringing Suna out. You know, Dylan is still doing her stuns. Whenever we were playing against Tepis had Jafufu, right? We were using Jafufu as the off-field stunner, and then she was still doing something off-field. I'm saying all this because even though we're used to the whole concept of, you know, like one support hyper buffs or buffs up, right? Like 95.2% damage contribution from Yidhari. Jafufu's not really doing any damage at all. This is what we're used to. But these characters that we've been getting lately, they're not like that anymore. Like if you pay attention to some of the characters that we've gotten and what looks to be the future, it feels like they're trying to implement more support style characters that do their own damage. And while this damage might not be like, right, Suna's not going to all of a sudden turn around and start putting out like 25% or 55% worth of the damage contribution, because at that point she's just a sub DPS or another DPS, if you will, right? But she is contributing something. And so if you look at this, what I think they're trying to do is maybe even it out a little bit, right? So like Evelyn does 80%, Dylan does 5, and then Suna does 15. I don't know. Or Evelyn does 75%, Suna does 15%, and then Dylan does the other 10%, right? Something like that. It does feel like that. And if we go back over here to Suna's not combat data, her actual kit, and it'll point out what I'm talking about. I know this video is like supposed to be the whole like Pride One thing, but yeah. Anyway, if we come back over here, right, we can see that she's already buffing up everybody on the team's attack by 1050, right? Boom. And then depending on if you're playing the on-field agent being an attack character or being an anomaly character, they do one thing or the other. And so this part, the attack character, whatever the on-field attacking agent is, so with her cat's gaze, it's going to do 300% of attack to enemies in an area. So an AoE 300% attack of whatever your main DPS is on that field, right? And so this lines you up to like, okay, well now you need to be able to make sure that you're triggering cat's gaze with whatever that character is, in this case being Evelyn. And so 300% of my Evelyn's attack when I go into combat, right? If we go into combat with my Evelyn, where's she at?
I'll protect you from any danger.
She's already got 3100 attack before we even enter the combat. She goes into combat. We know that we've maxed out Suna because I hit the 3500 attack or yeah, I'm right, 3500. So I'm getting the maxed out 1050. So now that's another 1050 being added on to Evelyn. That's 4000. Yeah, 4100 attack. Right? So we're at 4000. And then anyone's, where we at here? Stuff like this, 20% ultimate increase and a 15% attack increase. That's another combat attack addition on top of that 4000, right? That 4100 that we just got. And then after that, we have everyone else's. Who else was on the team? We had Dylan on the team, right? Is Dylan giving us anything? As soon as I find baby girl. Here we go. Right? No, don't equip. Oh, chill, brother, chill. We got the stun damage multiplier. Okay, we know about that. We got crit damage. Okay, nothing else is too crazy, right? No attack percent. Yeah. No attack percent, just damage. All right, fine. And then Suna. With Suna giving us more damage, right, from the Moonlight Veil or Moonlight Lullaby. We get more damage from that. And then this right here, she gets more attack percent and more damage for herself because of the engine that we're rocking, right? So it's like there's so much going into the contribution of not just your DPS anymore, but the entire team. I know like how I'm talking about it, it feels like I might be like talking in loops or talking in circles or whatever. And I promise you I'm not trying to, but this is something that I obviously there's no way that I can prove this right now. This is just a theory, a game theory, but this is just a theory that I have because of the way that they've been designing characters as of late. And even if you've played the story, you can dabble with Arya and her kit. Arya is not like any other anomaly character either. Arya is the type of character where right now, and I do hope they change it, but right now, Arya's best and potentially only team is going to be a hyper carry anomaly team. And that's going to obviously be the Angels of Delusion will be her best team. That'll be her best in slot. But then if you don't have Angels of Delusion, because when Arya gets here, we're not put up blind. We're not going to have Non-Gong, which is her stunner. So what you're going to see is you're going to see players using Arya, Suna, and Yuzuha. And then that'll be the team that they're going for. But Arya actually benefits from the stun window, which most anomaly agents just don't care for the stun. Everyone benefits from the stun window, right? But like some agents care about the stun window. They want it. Some agents don't. Most, if not all, current anomaly agents in the game do not care about the stun window. So it's like, it's whatever to them. So it's a completely different style of anomaly character that we're getting introduced to with Arya. Same thing with Suna, and then potentially the same thing with Non-Gong being an anomaly focused stunner, or I guess an anomaly benefiting stunner. We have no idea what's going on with that character. We also had a free character being Zhao. Zhao buffs up, what is it? Both attack and anomaly, right? Yeah, attack characters and anomaly characters, she's buffing them up. And then if you have the support character in there too, then it helps you activate it even easier. It's really good for that. So all of these characters are doing more or less the same thing, or multiple things. And we've also gotten to a point, which I'm not the biggest fan of it, but they're just continuously doing it. Look at how many characters perform off field, or they do something secondary off field, right? Suna is doing things off field. Zhao is doing things off field. Lucia is doing things off field. Yuzuha is doing things off field. Vivian can do some stuff off field, right? The bloom activations. Excuse me. Astra is doing things off field, which, I mean, that was already there. That's whatever. We're not really like counting that fully. I'm gonna throw Nagi in here only because I think Yanagi is going to get a buff, and the buff that I think she's gonna get is the one. I don't know if you guys played it, the co-op, and in the, I think it's the most recent Hollow Zero. Yanagi has a different move where she can like Thunderbolt off field. Like whenever you activate a disorder or something like that, or whenever you activate an anomaly attribute or counter, she like Thunderbolts off, like zip zap zoom off field, and she'll do polarity disorders on her own without consuming meter. And then you can, like, when she's done, right, you swap into her and then double down on the polarity disorder. I think that is a testing ground, and I think whenever Yanagi does get a buff, that's what it's gonna be. And she's gonna skyrocket to being the best sub DPS anomaly, or probably second or third best anomaly agent in the game. I could easily see that being her buff. But Orphe, off field. Seed, not exactly off field, but helping the entire team overall, right? And herself. Bernice, new change, off field. Trigger, off field. Lighter from the, again, same thing with like the Hollow Zero stuff or the co-op stuff, off field. Lycon, literally in the game right now, off field, right? Wouldn't be surprised if we got an S rank Nicole who was also off field. Jafufu, off field. Rena, technically off field, but whatever, and she's an older character. And then Polkra, off field. All of these characters that I just named are all doing something crazy that is essentially helping the entire team or your main DPS, however you want to look at it, while not being active on the field. And so if we come back over here, we look at this kind of stuff, yeah? Why I'm saying that this is going in a different direction where we're not going to be able to look at it as just like, oh, it's just this character that we need to tier, or we need to place this character in this specific tier. I'm saying that because I think what's going to happen is it's going to change up drastically for like, and I'll use a hypothetical here. So I'm going to say random shit that doesn't make sense, guys. Just follow along with me for the hypothetical, not for the literal. It's going to get to a point where, let's say that, you know, right now we have Sambi's best team being Sanbi, Orphe, and Trigger, right? But if they keep introducing characters like Suna, it's going to get to a point now where it's like, okay, well, you could run Sanbi and Trigger, right? But maybe not Orphe anymore. Maybe you could run Suna, because now there's a new character that comes out and it does what Orphe kind of does, or like something similar to Orphe, but it buffs up something else about Sanbi, not just her aftershock attacks. And because Sanbi works with aftershock attacks and buffs up the team's aftershock attacks, thanks to the new potential system, it would work for this other new character like Suna, right? With Dai being the best stunner in the game, I guess Dai actually a really good example too. Dai being the best stunner in the game, but for different reasons for different teams. Yeah, sure, she stuns incredibly fast. Her, what is it, the stun damage multiplier and the crit damage, but most importantly the ult conversion token is really good. But look at how the ult conversion token works for different teams. Dai and Evelyn is fucking phenomenal. She loves that shit, right? Dai and Haramasa, you know, his ultimate does a lot of damage, which is really good, but like he cares more about dash attacks. Dai and Hugo, right? Because like Hugo is only going to get that one shot anyway. He doesn't really need to use it twice unless you have, I think it's M1 or M2 Hugo, something like that. Excuse me. So it works in their favor. You start playing Dai and Yanagi, which a lot of people haven't experimented with yet, but Yanagi's ultimate is a guaranteed polarity disorder. Doesn't matter what the fuck is going on, right? And it still builds anomaly. So you give an anomaly character an immediate ultimate, and anomaly characters already build ultimates by themselves insanely fast, and now you have a disgusting powerhouse combo. Dai is the type of character that I'm talking about, where she benefits a large majority, if not everyone on the roster, but in a completely different scenario. Suna benefits, just like if we're calling her a side grade Astra, Suna benefits a large majority of the roster, but in different ways. And right now it kind of sucks because we're not able to use Suna with like a lot of the other anomaly characters and activate her additional passive without tweaking things. But that also goes into kind of what I'm looking at. If we went back to the game and we came over here real quick and we started looking at Suna, yeah, I'm like, all right, cool, man. I really want to work with Suna and I want to work with, like, I don't know, Alice. Boom. So this is kind of what I'm trying to go with. Yeah, I could use Yuzuha here and I'm like, all right, great. Yuzuha does exactly what I need her to, and it's really awesome. But do I need Yuzuha? And that's where we're going to start getting to the concept of, like, I guess, matchups and team variants. If I don't need Yuzuha to clear this fight, even though Yuzuha is the best in slot, if I don't need Yuzu and something about a different character, so we'll go with, and we've played this before, you guys have seen me do it, Trigger, right? If we start playing Trigger and replace Yuzu with Suna, well, what about this changes? Does this become worse because Alice isn't the one doing 100% of the damage anymore? Or does it balance itself out because now Suna's character, whatever character that may be, right, now it starts to make up for whatever Alice isn't doing originally. And now this opens the door for not playing the same teams. Everyone is playing the same exact teams. And I know that all of us don't want to do that, but everyone is doing that. We don't have to, right? That's kind of where I'm getting at, because now it's like, okay, well, let's say I didn't want to play Trigger, and I wanted to play, where's she at? Frickin' Bernice. Yeah. Or I wanted to play Orphe and Alice, right? Because she builds up her own, like, fire for whatever reason. And I wanted to pull something off like this. Well, now you have the opportunity to do so. And this is kind of like devolving into a Suna video, which I'll probably talk about Suna in a different, I don't know, maybe this will be the same thing, but whatever. I'll double dip. It opens the door for us to be able to experiment and have more team options, where it's getting to a point where, like, we don't need to be focused on only the best in slot team is what I'm trying to get at. And I think her, Suna, and more characters like her, that's what's going to start happening for the rest of 3.0. I don't think that Zenless is going to keep making, I don't think they're going to keep making Ye Shun Wongs and Dai Lin's. And I guess, like, maybe a big reason why I feel like that is because, one, power creep, obviously, but not the normal reasons for power creep. It's, you will quickly ruin the game. I think if you keep making characters like Dai Lin or like Ye Shun Wong, you are going to ruin the game. I don't know, but like I said, that's just a theory that I have overall. I don't really, and I know at the beginning of the video I mentioned, like, I don't really, there's nothing to go over, right? Like, if you're looking at the Pride 1 tier list, unfortunately, there's really nothing to talk about. Haramasa's on the watch list, that's cool, but do I trust that he's gonna go up? I don't know, probably not. And if he does go up, then it's still gonna, like, the whole expert tag thing is still gonna be there. I'm not really the biggest fan of that, but it is what it is, whatever. Then you still got to look at it like, is Haramasa on the same level as Sanbi at M0? Still no, but Haramasa buffed up with whatever he's got, same level as Seed, sure. But then you got to look at, okay, well, if these two aren't on the same level, like, bring them down, right? It's all up in the air. Excuse me, it's all up in the air. So, like, I don't have too much to say about the tier list until we figure whatever's going on out. But as I mentioned before, I think it's just getting to a point now we might need to just hard convert what the tier list is and just change it into a team's tier list. And I think that would be a lot easier, not just to look at, but I think it would be a lot easier for the players to be able to consume. Because one of the biggest things with I've talked about that, and we might actually double down and make a video about it today. I've talked about that as a lot of new players, a lot of players getting into the game have no idea how team building can or does work in this game. And they only, their knowledge of team building is what somebody else told them or what Pride Win tells them, but it's nothing else, right? And so they have no idea. Like, look at the amount of how do I put it? Like, if you don't believe me, right, go to anybody's comment section and look at the amount of comments that you'll get. For instance, like Ye Shun Wong or Yi Xuan. Yo, bro, I have Yi Xuan. I want to play Yi Xuan, but, like, I don't have Yi Xuan best in slot being Dai Lin and Lucia. What do I use? Who do I put on her team if I don't have her best in slot? And it's like, you don't know how to build teams. Like, you just watch this whole guide. You know, you can go into the game and you can read her kit, right? Which is, where's baby girl at? You can go into the game, You can read Ye Shun Wong's kit, and you're telling me that you can't read this and figure out how to build her team, stun support or defense character, and then go beyond that. Like, okay, well, I know Panda or Lucia is buffing up, but then it's like, oh, well, I don't have either of those characters, but I need them. And it's like, you don't need them. They're just really good for that character. But like, look at what you need. Then you get into the whole, like, this is a whole different factor, but like stats, right? And I know I talked about that in my video where I showed off how to use the disk drive optimizer, and it helps out a lot with people who they're not familiar with that, right? But I did talk about that. There's a whole video. I can link it if anybody needs it. But you look at like oversaturation of stats, you know, 19 KHP, 45 crit rate, 152 crit damage, 2,500 sheer force. Some of this is fucked off. Like, it's just not, you know, maybe I want more crit damage. Maybe I need more crit rate and not that much crit damage. Maybe I don't need this much HP, right? I can go down to like 18 or 17.5, because if I'm rocking her on the team with Lucia and Lucia's giving, you know, giant HP boost, am I really going to need 40,000 HP or 30,000 HP once I get into combat? Or can I take away some HP and give her more crit damage? Can I give her more crit rate, right? There's so much that goes into that, but whatever. That's kind of where I'm getting at. I'm rambling at this point about the team thing. We'll just make a whole different video for teams. Guys, if you watched the entirety of this video, however that may have gotten stitched up, I don't know. Thank you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. I would love to get a conversation started about the actual tier list and like trying to maybe get something considered where we look at teams and see like, okay, this character's top 3 teams, 1, 2, 3. And then like not every team features the same fucking characters, right? That would be pretty interesting. And I do think that would help out a lot of new players, as well as some of the more veteran or experienced players that we see who have been playing since year 1 or year 2. But whatever. Anyway, I can't say my usual outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Smell you later. Boom. What am I doing my account reviews? So account reviews don't have to, like I said, they don't have to be something that I do on stream, Ericon, right? It's pretty much whenever anyone's available for it. I'm for the most part free. I made my stuff free for the rest of February. I was gonna start them this week, so whenever they're ready, and you kind of go from there. McBeaver, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Do you want me to close them? They should have been closed. Yeah, we should have closed them like a week or something ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Yeah, that thread should have been closed. So like whoever was already in it is in there, and if they're not in there, then like I don't know, you know. But like I will say, before you close it, go ahead and maybe like make a post in the Discord, because I did notice that we got a couple new members for, I want to say, are they for Mockingbird? Because Mockingbird's Mockingbird's green. We need a way to turn off the other thing, because I think people are, and I don't like that they're doing that. Not because I'm not getting money, obviously, but I don't like it because I'm gonna feel bad when I tell them like you bought the wrong one. What the, I gotta get off Prywood's website, bro, because all them ads just fucked up that PC. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, I don't want to tell them that, because like it'll be like they bought the wrong one. Yeah, like founder, how many? We did not have 16 members before. Did we have 16 founders before? I don't know. But whatever, we'll figure it out. We did? Okay, never mind. So if we already had 16 members for founder before, then it's fine. So yeah, I would just add the Mockingbirds, because I don't see 6 account reviews in there, but I do see a couple people that got the Mockingbird tier. Just make a new post. It doesn't have to be an announcement, or I mean, I guess if it needs to, sure, but just at Mockingbird tier, right? And then at EO content, and let them know like, hey, I'm closing them today. So if you haven't put your post in there, you need to get it in by the end of today. That's it. And then tomorrow morning, we'll close them off, and I'll just start going through them from there. How do you get into the account reviews? So McBeaver, there's 2 different, there's like, there's account reviews, which is like, I'm personally going to be trying to work with you guys. Like, you know, not necessarily day by day, but you kind of get what I mean. Throughout the month, I'm going to be working with you guys so that you can get up to that point where you feel confident to be able to do your clears, you know, and build your characters and stuff like that. I can help on stream if you know, they want it to be on stream. It doesn't matter. And then after that there's VOD reviews. So like checking the tapes. VOD reviews are different. VOD reviews is like you send me a clip or like a video of you playing and trying to like clear something or whatever, and you want help trying to clear it faster or trying to clear it better or what you can do to improve things like that. That's what that's for. And so it kind of go from there. You got 50K. Nice. Good stuff. That's pretty good. But yeah, that's how VOD reviews work. So it's like in VOD reviews, you only need a membership or a Twitch subscribe, right? And sometimes I'll just do it for free. Like if I have no content, I'll literally like at here, who wants a VOD review on stream, and then I'll do it. Account reviews are from in Discord. There's a tier called Mockingbird. It's like Patreon, but it's in Discord. It's called Mockingbird. That's how you get an account review. You pay for that tier, you post it up, and then I work with you for the month. Playing Miyabi, Suna, and Yuzu is fun. I do believe that Suna, I think Suna is a strong character. Might not be in VIP. Well, this motherfucker came on. I might have to make him VIP so he stands out, huh? That's what he wants. You know, I might have to do that. Where's my VIP? Kaya, bro. You need VIP? You want VIP, Kaya? I'll think about it. But yeah, that's all it is. Oh no, what was I saying? Oh, Suna. I that's what I think. I think Suna is that type of character though. If I'm being completely fair, you know. Vindication. What up, Tillian? How you doing? Welcome. Who was that, a subscription? Or was that like the hype meter thing? I don't know what just happened. Hold on. Gotta go over to YouTube. No, yeah, I'm right? Like nothing. Why did it make that noise? Hype train? Okay. Where did we get a hype train from? There's nothing going on. What's going on? I don't know. Me? Okay. Thank you, Beaver. Thank you. But you subscribed earlier. Why did it take them so long to do anything with a hype train, you know? No, because Beaver subscribed earlier. So because I remember saying, yo, thank you, Beaver, for the subscription. And then I'm just now hearing the hype train sound. And I'm like, what? Twitch, what you got doing here? You know, what's going on, man? But you know, it is what it is. I don't know. But I don't know. I did rant a little bit about Suna, and I think I briefly talked about it yesterday with you guys, but I didn't really go into detail, and it's because I don't know how. So I'll just tell y'all, and if I make a video on it, it'll take a little bit, but I'm trying to make it before she leaves, which, like, to be fair, I have plenty of time because she's here for the entire month. But basically, what I said yesterday and what I've been thinking about, I think Suna is another Yuzuha, and what I mean by that is the impact that Yuzuha had after. That's why I knew I talked about it yesterday. Yeah, the impact that Yuzuha has afterwards, I think Suna is gonna have the same effect. But I think people are gonna do it when Non-Gong gets here, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh man, I should have pulled Suna," because like Suna plus Non-Gong is crazy. But I think Suna by herself is gonna be really good. A niche that brings a huge impact, yeah. Because Yuzuha was niche when she launched, when she dropped. People thought she was only for Anomaly. Then they started testing her like versus Astra, because Astra was the check for everything, and now we're here. I don't know how to quantify the value of a character whose best quality currently is to allow the freedom of another character. I don't either. Like, and that's kind of like that's where my headspace is. On top of the fact, like, Suna is such a different style of character because if you've noticed, right, everyone is getting these attack buffs that are very close to Astra's numbers. Like Astra gives what, 1200 attack or something like that, or 1300 attack, which is a lot. But then Yuzuha is giving a little bit less than Astra. Suna's giving a little bit less than Astra. Zhao is giving a little bit less than Astra. But then they all give something very specific or more than what Astra does, right? Without the engine. Then if you add the engine, it's even more on top of that. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, we're just getting to a point. But I don't know. You know what? I guess we could talk about team building though. On an unrelated note, how big would you say the difference between Githari and Ishwin is matchup wise and DPS wise? So DPS wise, I think they're similar. I don't know. It's hard for me to do that without actually looking at it though. But I want to say they're similar. But as far as matchup wise go, Ishwin wins. And the only reason I'm saying that is because like Ishwin doesn't have a resistance, right? Like I guess we have one now. What you guys tell me last time? Primordial was resistant to ether or something like that. So now we have one resistant enemy to ether. But
what brings you here this time?
Yidhari, being ice, unfortunately has to deal with the troubles of Miyabi, right? And then it kind of just goes from there. But give me a little bit. Let me get up real quick. Ugh. And then we'll get started. We'll do a team building video, and then after that, probably gonna jump into Rivals. You guys want to watch Rivals? Welcome back, Wolfpack. Are you guys unhappy with the game? Yes or no? I want to hear everyone on this. It's a good question, actually. Yeah. Yes, kinda. No, I know the new story has been really good for a lot of people. Do I fuck with like Thero videos? Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, I kinda, right? Like, am I unhappy with Zenless Zone Zero? A little bit, yeah. And I'm assuming you mean like the current state of the game, yeah? Like, I'm a little unhappy with it. Now, this doesn't mean like they're not doing things that I think are really good. Like the new Hollow Zero, I love it. I wasn't a big fan of Hollow Zero. I was a fan originally. Hollow Zero was really fun in the launch. Then it got boring because they were doing the whole like TV forced, every little stage. I was like, I don't like that. And then they changed it so that now we can just kind of run through it like boss fight, which I'm like, that helps me out because I don't have to spend a lot of time doing Hollow Zero. But I was hoping that we would keep the co-op mode, or they would at least convert it into Hollow Zero, and we haven't gotten that. And I'm like, I'm a little disappointed. But as far as like the whole game, I'm not disappointed in the whole game, no. But I am disappointed at the current, like the current state of the game. I'm disappointed in, but it is getting better. But the reason I'm disappointed might not be the reason that everybody else is disappointed, right? I'm disappointed because it feels like they're constantly what's that little? There's a device, when it goes tick tick tick, a metronome. It feels like they're swinging full left, full right all the time. Like they're playing metronome with the game, and I don't like it. Like sometimes we'll get really good changes that might seem very, like casual friendly, overcorrecting. Thank you. Yeah, like they're doing this for the left side of the audience, and then they'll do it for the right side of the audience, right? And so it's too swing left, swing right, swing left, swing right. And I talked about it yesterday, but I told you guys, like, Zenless is the least popular game of the main gacha games, right? So like, and I guess if we exclude Arknights, because Arknights is brand new, but even then I think Arknights is probably more popular than Zenless right now. So you have like Wuthering, you have Zenless, you have Arknights, you have Star Rail, and you have Genshin Impact, right? So 5, I don't think I'm missing one, am I? Let me know if I'm missing one, but I think Zenless is the least popular of all of them. Love your content, bro. Ghost, thank you, man. I appreciate that. There's like, there's like 4 or 5 of y'all named Ghost now. That's pretty funny. Oh man. And yeah, and about to be NTE, exactly. Because apparently NTE is coming out in May. Right? Or was it March? No, it's May. Yeah, NTE is coming out in May, apparently. So least popular, but enough for them to continue supporting it. Well, you know, they're backed by Hoyo, right? So it's still Hoyo money. As long as Hoyoverse is making money, they'll find a way to back it. But in terms of like Zenless being able to provide for itself, kinda. I think Zenless is doing, man, it's the idols should bring in some good money for them because everybody's been anticipating the idols. But they're just making really poor decisions, in my opinion, because I don't think they're making, and this is, again, me, I don't think they're making the changes that they should be making to the game or the improvements that they should be making to the game to make it more of a game for more people to just log in and clock in hours to. Arcade feels abandoned. It feels like we haven't gotten a new arcade, a new good arcade mode since what's the fuck, what's the name of that game? Not Darkest Dungeon. The shoot 'em up game. It's a shooter roguelike. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Is it Brigade? Yeah, like Vampire Survivors. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't gotten a good one since then. Enter the Gungeon. Yo, CB, thank you. We haven't gotten a good one since Bizarre Brigade. And that hasn't been updated either. Right? So it's like, and I've talked about that since CBT3 when they introduced they showed off the arcade system that we had. And I said, this is a great idea that if they actually utilized this specific thing, you would have more people playing the game all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Zenless had their own version of what could have been, you know, like Genshin Impact has the Milliastra Wonderland. Zenless had their own version of that for a long time, being the arcade. But and you have all the access. That's my whole thing is I know for a fact the team has access to all the shit Capcom has, right? Do I play infield? I dabble in it, yeah. They have access to like Mega Man, right? The assets to that. They could borrow Monster Hunter. Everyone has Pokemon assets to some degree, right? Just copy the formula or copy the concept. You could do that. Like they have a lot of things they could do. Kid Icarus, they could put that in the game. Like even the damn it, what's the name? Streets of Rage. When we had Lighter's remember Lighter's event, guys? And he had that mini game or that game where he side scroll beat him up. Put that in there. We got another rendition of it whenever we had the summer event with Alice and Yuzuha. That was really fun, but it was very short lived. And I'm like, all you have to do is take it, dump the code into the arcade, change it and update it every couple of patches or so, right? That's all you got to do. Add new characters. You already have the characters. Every couple of patches, just add new. Hey man, you know what? We have 3 base teams in here right now. We're gonna add the section 6 or whatever into the next update with new moves and new team combos exclusive to the arcade. Cool. I don't know, man. It's cool. It's cool. It just I wish they had more of it. Yeah, that itself should be a game mode. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let's knock this out real quick so that we can because I don't want to waste too much of Kmon's time. I know he's got to do some stuff. He got to go to work. But I'm gonna hit start recording now. They should expand the team they have now, but they keep introducing new ones. Oh, dude, I would love if they expanded on the teams we have, which I think we're gonna get that with is it section 6 or no, it's Neps, right? Neps is getting an expansion with the next girl coming out and potentially Seth's older brother, right? So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, they should absolutely be expanding on what's going on. But regardless of that, I guess, or rather speaking on teams, we can go ahead and talk about today's topic or today's video. It's team building. So right now I have everybody in chat with me on YouTube and Twitch, so they can say hi. You guys can say hi back. But what's gonna be talked about is I've noticed with a lot of the new incoming players, I already have a video on my channel where it's kind of like, well, actually multiple videos, but one of the videos that I have on my channel, which I guess I can kind of go through. Let me see if I can find it real quick for y'all. Okay, here we go. So there's a couple of videos that I already have on my channel that new players would be able to take a lot of advantage from. The first one and the most recent one is going to be like, if you have these agents, you beat Zenless, right? So like the top 10 must-have characters in the game. These are just like what you should be looking out for with what we have right now in the game. Then after that, I have this one. If you start Zenless Zone Zero like in this year, here's what I would do. It's just a new player guide for 2026. Really good information. There's another one though, which is where we at? This one down here. Most common mistakes the Zenless Zone Zero players make over and over, right? Boom. And this is pretty much like another beginner style video for new players, just pretty much explaining to them like some of the things that they should be paying attention to when going through their game. And if you pay attention over pretty much the last month, all of my videos about Zenless have been in some way, shape, or form trying to help players get from point A to point B. Now, with that said, today I want to talk about team building and why a lot of people, not even just new players, a lot of people don't fully understand team building. This isn't going to be a video where I tell you like, oh yeah, the best in slot is Miyabi, Yuzuha, and Sokaku, and Yuzuha. No, that's not really what it is.
Well, would
it's more so
easy money.
Which one of you just subscribed? I see it. Wait. I can't read, bro. Say Lurk. Yo, Lurk, thank you for subscribing, big dog. I appreciate that. Welcome to hometown. Or is that Lurkin? I think it's Lurkin. It's Lurkin, right? Thank you for the subscription, bro. And so what I want to talk about, right, is more so the concept of team building and then the application behind it. Because what I've noticed, not just with Zenless, but since we're talking about Zenless, it's about Zenless, but it's in all gacha games, right? A lot of the players think that you only can do this thing. You can't experiment or play any other way. It has to be this way. And so like, EO, what do you mean? What's a really good example of what you're talking about? So we'll use this team down here called Mother, which is Evelyn's best in slot, right? Astra, Evelyn, and Lighter. And so someone will look at this and go, ah, damn, well, Lighter hasn't been around for a little bit, and I really want Evelyn, and I just got Astra on her rerun, right? Guaranteed Astra. I'm going to pull Evelyn for sure, but Lighter's not here, and I kind of don't want Lighter. So how do I build this team? Like, I guess I can't play Evelyn. And then they just won't play Evelyn. But it's like, you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't have Astra and you had Evelyn, you don't have to do that. So if we look at it, and I'll do it down here just for like a clean example. If we're looking at Evelyn, right? And it's like, okay, cool. I really want to play Evelyn. I really want, you know, she's my favorite character. I loved her in the story. I love her model. And like, I'm planning to go for M2s, M4s, M6s over the course of time, right? Whatever. She's your favorite. You need to come over here and you need to look at what it is that she wants. This is like step number one, right? Activating the additional ability. She's automatically going to activate her core passive. It is what it is. So now you get into like, right, boom, additional ability, ambush point. When she has a stun or support character on her team, easiest thing in the world. Easiest thing in the world to do, right? So now you know that you need a stunner, or rather she wants a stunner and she wants a support character. Does that mean that you have to do stun or stun support or support? No, you don't even have to mix. I mean, you can mix them if you wanted to. And so like, if I wanted to build a team, which a lot of you guys are kind of familiar with or comfortable with, let's say you don't want to play a stunner. Suna's on the banner right now. You go for Suna, and where's she at? Lucy. You could play this team. You could play this team, right? And like, it could functionally work. You could even go as far to, let's say that you wanted to play, where is it? Did I scroll past her? I feel like I did. Bernice. You come over here and you check the same thing, right? What's her additional ability? And how do we activate it? Anomaly character or shares the same faction. Okay, cool, great. So I did just put Lucy on the team, right? So now, if I really want to play Bernice and Evelyn, because they're my favorite character, the one thing that ties them together is a support character who also happens to be from the same faction. Lucky me, that's Lucy.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
And I've now built the team. And now I can play the team however I want to, right? It's really that easy to figure out how team building works at a ground level. But then you take it a step further than that. And now you need to figure out, oh, lighter would also work. Exactly, Zeko. You could even use lighter. So like if you didn't have Astra, but you had lighter, you could use lighter. And this team would benefit the entire team, right? Mono fire. So now you get into like, all right, I really want Evelyn and Bernice to work. How do I go about doing that? Well, Evelyn cares a lot about stun windows. Bernice, not so much. And because I'm playing mono fire, I'm going to be able to activate Bernice's burns very quickly or very often. How do I take advantage of that?
I'm here, so we're good.
So let's put lighter on the team just for now, because this isn't about like free to play versus not free to play. It's just explaining team building.
I'll protect you from any danger.
So if I'm playing Evelyn and I know like, okay, disc drives are pretty important and she's based on chain attacks. We don't have anything that benefits chain attacks right now. How do I go about making sure that my Evelyn is going to be able to take advantage of whatever the team is providing for her? I hate to do this. I don't want to empty this out. Give me a sec. Let me find someone to put my disc drives on real quick, because I don't want them to, I don't want to lose them. I don't like finding disc drives because we don't have any loadouts. Okay. So I'm going to go grab, excuse me. We'll put them on my Anton. I'm going to take I'm going to take everything away from my Evelyn real quick. And I'm going to put it all on my Anton. Okay. Just so that I don't lose anything. Okay. So we're finished there. We come over here, right? So from a base level, from a ground level, right? If I'm building my Evelyn, there's a couple different things you can do. You can come over into the recommended stuff and you can look at this. This is an easy way, right? Like this is like baby's first build. I need Woodpecker and Branching Blade. That's what they're recommending. They're also recommending crit damage 4, pin 5, and attack 6. My bad. This is custom. This is custom. Hold on. Here we go. System recommendations: crit rate 4, fire damage 5, attack 6. What up, Shrook? How you doing? So this is what they're recommending, right? And so I'm like, okay, I could build that. I could go for that. We could also come over here into more plans. And now maybe I can look at what other people are building, right? I might be able to look at switch plans here. Let's see if anyone's got some updates. Nah, they're still not letting us update these things. So it's kind of whatever, right? I was really hoping they changed this, but you know, once again, stuff where I say like, hey, Zenless should be changing stuff, but they're not. So we can kind of see what we're going for here. Yeah. Woodpecker and Branching Blade. What are they running? Woodpecker and Puffer, right? So I'm getting a little bit more options. And then free to play build. Uh-oh, here we go. Woodpecker and Infernal Metal, right? Boom. With 66.6% crit rate, 2600 attack, 155 crit damage. So let's just say maybe that's what we're shooting for, right? Maybe this is what we're going for. Is something close to that. So we have a little bit of what's going on. You can come over here and look at these to like match up what you're looking for. This page isn't like, don't use this page as gospel. It's not right, but you can use it as a soft check to kind of get what it is that you need from this character. And so if I know that I'm building it with her engine and nothing else except, you know, like obviously maxing her out, I see that my Evelyn already has 43% crit rate. If I were following the free-to-play guide that we just saw or diagram, I would be at, I only need 20 more % crit rate. I can most likely get my crit rate without using a crit 4, right? I could probably even get 75% crit rate with no crit 4, especially if we're going with a 2-piece Woodpecker, which a lot of you guys can do. So now, if I'm coming over here and like, I want to build whatever it is, Oh, before I do that, actually, I also check the same thing here with lighter. Before I start building on lighter, I want to see what does lighter provide for my team, right? So we're getting that fire res. Okay, boom, that's great. 15% fire res is awesome. I love that. I'm also getting an impact increase specifically for lighter. That's really good, too. And then after that, I'm going to be getting a fire damage bonus by activating this with an attack character or sharing the same faction, which we also have from Bernice, as well as, you know, Evelyn being a fire character. So we're good, right? So I'm still getting my fire damage increase all the way up by like 75%. Meaning, what up, Zelski? Meaning that I probably don't need a fire damage 5 disc for my Evelyn, and I could run something else. On top of that, now we go over here and we look at Bernice, and we see what Bernice is bringing to the table, right? So Bernice is bringing her own anomaly damage buildup. She's also dealing her own off-field damage for fire, which is really good. And then she's going to be able to, again, make more anomaly buildup specifically for fire, which is awesome because we're already running a mono fire team. At this point, it's safe for us to probably get away with a full-on burn build. And so now what does that help us do? Let's just say it's really difficult for you to get the extra crit rate, right? But maybe you were running Soldier 11 beforehand and you had a lot of good Inferno Metal pieces. You can see right here, upon hitting a burning enemy, the equipper's crit rate is increased by 28% for 8 seconds. If I ran a 4-piece Inferno Metal, I would be able to, with this team, Lighter and Bernice, right? Or Lucy and Bernice, I would be able to permanently have a 28% increase on crit rate. And if we come back over here, right, we're at 43. So let's go to the calculator real quick. 43% plus 28, 71%. At that point, I don't even need crit rate, guys, right? Why? Because Evelyn's core passive, or her core ability, gives herself, my bad, here we go, 25% crit rate, right? So realistically, this 43%, oops, wrong thing here. Did I close out calc? I'm a silly Billy. I'm a silly Billy. 43 plus 25 puts me at 68 before anything else, right? Then if I ran Infernal Metal, I'm at 96% crit rate. I'm over capping. I don't need a single, I need one roll in crit rate out of all 6 of my disc. Right? This is kind of what we're getting at with like why I say people don't fully understand how team building works. So this disc right here, +4 or level 15, +4 crit rate, bro, this is, I don't need this disc. Adding this disc alone automatically overcaps me. And now what I need to be doing, right? Look at this. Attack percent crit damage. Focus on that. Attack percent crit rate, attack percent crit rate. That's fine. We can come back to it. Crit rate. We know we don't want a crit rate 4, right? We definitely don't want crit rate 4. Pin ratio 5. We could rock this, but let's hold off on this because maybe we need more attack, right? Double crits. Yeah, we could probably get away with double crits, right? Let's go with this because it's four line already, double crit. We could probably get away with that. Maybe roll in some crit damage. Right now, we need more attack though. We need more attack, and we can rock one of these here because we did want the attack percent roll and like 1 crit rate roll, whatever. And we could go with the pin. Just to give us that full 4-piece set. But 48, where are we at? Let's undo the math, right? 48 plus that 25 we're getting, we're now at 73. Plus that 28, we're at 101. We can't accept no more crit rate. We can't accept any more crit rate, right? If we're trying to build this team because we really want to play Evelyn, Lighter, and Bernice, because I just love the girls, right? I love the girlies, and I want Lighter to feel like the girlies love him. So now, because I know that I'm focused on more damage, attack or crit damage, now we go for Branching Blade because a 2-piece Branching Blade is more crit damage. We can go for Astral Voice because a 2-piece is more attack, or we can go for a 2-piece, where is it at, Hormone, because I know it's more attack. I also know, now I know what I want. I want attack 6, obviously, and then down here, I also want crit damage or attack, depending on what we're looking for or what we have access to. So let's see, something with crit damage. Crit damage, okay, that one's good. Crit damage +2, we could take that. Crit damage +2, or my bad, crit rate. Okay, so we don't want that one, right? Because it's crit rate. So why is this one locked? Oh, because it's attack 6. All right. Let's go with this. Astral, and then come down here. Attack percent, right? We could probably get away with that. Oh, look, but we have a crit damage. We have 2 crit damages down here with the exact stats that we're looking for. So let's just try this one real quick. Let's see what we can get. 53% crit rates. We already know at 48% we were overcapped. 53% we're definitely overcapped. 90% crit damage before, obviously, I maxed it out, right? But my attack is really low. My attack is really low. And we're only at 90%. So let's just, I don't have a maxed out one, I think. Yeah, I don't have a maxed out one for that. Let me just, I'm going to use this one real quick just so that we can see what it looks like. We would be at 126 crit damage. If I maxed out that Astral Voice piece, right? That crit damage for Astral Voice, if I max it out, I'll be at 126 crit damage before I get any of these rolls, right? We got 4 empty discs that could all roll more attack percent and crit damage. Of course, I'm not going to roll that right now, but there is a high likelihood that I can reach 3,000 attack because we'd be running a 2-piece attack. And I could potentially reach that 150, 155-ish crit damage, which will be really good for me. And I also have, that's a pin 5, right? That's a pin 5. Now, let's just say you don't want to run pin 5, which you should be running with this team. But let's just say that you wouldn't want to run pin 5 and you want to run attack. Well, now I can come in here and now I can look for an attack. Okay, not I don't really want that, right? Don't want any more crit. Attack and crit damage, this would be okay. If this full sends in a crit damage, I could put that piece on, right? And that's kind of what you would go for. But let's just go back here real quick. Let's do this one. And we're back here, right? Oh, my bad. That was an attack percent. I didn't. That's definitely going to shoot me up. That was definitely going to shoot me up. Let's go here. 26, 53, 90, right? And then you just build around that. And so now that's like step 2. Step 3 in this whole process, we're looking at how do you actually play the team. That would be something that you're looking for. So we're gonna come over here. I always recommend it, even though training mode is kind of dick right now. You can still learn what you're trying to get out of training mode. We don't need, which one? This one here. We don't need Marcus. Marcus is gonna increase physical, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, we don't need Marcus. It's physical. We want the fire one, or we want something that's gonna like snap, give us more energy. Which can we use snap? We can't use snap. Yeah, no, Astra. We're not using Astra. We can't use that. So we're just gonna go with Rocket Boo, right? You go with Rocket Boo, or you go with, what's the name of this one? Cry Boo. Cry Boo would be really good because it's building up fire damage and anomaly. Do I not have Rocket Boo? Wait. Oh no, here he is. Okay, there we go. What do Bang Boos even do for the team? They just do a little bit of extra damage, right? They do passive damage on their own. A lot of them have different side effects. Like for instance, Robin, right? If you look over here, Robin, if he's doing attack or there's something with an attack that meets the requirements, right? He's going to pump out hearts, 50%, 56% increase of damage. Spades, increasing the days buildup by 34%. And then crowns, increasing anomaly buildup by over 100%, right? So like stuff like that absolutely benefits. And then when you rank them out, like you get them to level 60 and so on and so forth, really good. So let's just kind of take this team into practice and let's see what we can rock out, right? Like what is it that we can do? You know, we already know how Evelyn works. She works off of chain attacks, and we know that Astra is a Enforcer's weak to fire, right? Yeah, he's weak to fire. We also know that Astra is a anomaly build-up character, and we just kind of go from there. I'll enable energy for now. So, as a player, you probably already know how to play Evelyn. Cool. Lighter is pretty simple. Stun the enemy. I won't make like a mini lighter guide, but like you just beat the shit out of a lighter, right? Cool. Bernice, not Astra, my bad. Bernice. So now the whole game plan here, when it comes to trying to figure out how to team build, is how do you make whatever rotation you're looking for work, right? And so without including stuns, because let's just say we're going for the stun window or whatever the case may be, I know that I need 3 of these dots. Yeah. Boom. Okay, so now she has 3 dots. Easy. And you see how much anomaly she built up? Really good, because now that's going to help Bernice, because whenever she comes out here and she does her little thing, boom, they're burned. And with her new potential, after 8 8 ticks of heat damage or 8 ticks of whatever it is when you're attacking the enemy.
There it is.
She's going to get that little dot that's going to give her a bloom. So now we know lighter, right? We put the stacks on them. Uppercut.
I'll take over.
They're stunned. And so we just got to figure out, like, how do I want to do this, right? And you just come in here and you make up whatever, like, literally make up whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It just come in here and figure out how you want to play the character. You know what I mean? Do a couple basics here, and you just go from there. Again, with Infernal Metal, everything is going to crit. If we came it, there's a bloom thingy right there. Everything is gonna crit. Where is detailed stats? Here we go. 53. I'm overcapped, right, guys? I'm at 106% crit rate with plus 50% crit damage. Team building isn't so static. Like I really wish more players understood that. You don't, and fire damage bonus plus 41%, right? Because my lighter's not maxed out, all that other kind of stuff. Your team's chilling. You don't have to abide by only the best in slot. Best in slot is the only thing that matters. It doesn't work that way. If I had my penetration ratio maxed out, it's only at 6%. This would be 32% penetration ratio. This would be a strong Evelyn. You know what I mean? My Bernice attack 2742. Anomaly mastery. She's only buffing herself up, right? Fire damage bonus 56%. Like this is good for her. She wants that. All you're missing is your attack buff here. And so finding a way to obviously get that attack buff would be really good for you. But that might be where your disc drives come into play. Because again, you guys see how easy it is for us to cap out on Evelyn's crit rate. You really don't need Infernal Metal. But if you did use Infernal Metal, then you need to adjust whatever's going on. You could also run some things like with Bernice in particular, even though she's running, I think my Bernice is running Chaos Jazz. You could change it up. If you don't care about Bernice's personal damage, which you should, but if you didn't for whatever reason, wait a minute, effect details. There we go, switch character.
Preparing to move out.
Excuse me. If you didn't care about the personal damage, you could change this to freaking what is it? Is it Astral that works out that way? Let me double check. I think Astral and Moonlight have to be support characters, so let me not lie to you. Before I even tell you that, let me not lie to you. I know penetration doesn't have that criteria.
No matter where we go. Wait. Let me grab my field mic before we bounce.
Okay, yeah. Moonlight has to be support. Swing Jazz does not have to be support, and Swing Jazz is really good. And then Astral. Yeah, no, okay, and then Astral, yeah, that's it. Astral just is a quick assist. So if you're Bernice, right, which I mean she can do quick assist, if you can trigger them fast enough, you can use that. Would I recommend that? No. And like again, this video isn't me recommending you play this team. I'm just explaining to you guys like how do you build an unorthodox team that you personally might want to have fun with. Yeah, or Protopunk, right? Because Protopunk is what? Defensive assist, yeah? Yep, there it is. When any squad member triggers a defensive or evasive assist, all squad members deal 15% increased damage. You guys don't have to play things by the book. And again, this just goes into my whole philosophy that I keep talking about when it comes to once you learn the rules of the game, when you understand the foundation of the game, that's when you can change it up. You can start tweaking and bending the rules in your favor. I could run 4-piece Swing Jazz. And a lot of my older viewers, if you've been watching me since last year, 1.4, version 1.4, something that I got, I wouldn't say flack for, but a lot of players just, they were on my ass about it. Like, oh man, that's horrible. You shouldn't run I was running 4-piece Swing Jazz on my Yanagi. You can go back and actually, where is it at? You can literally check it. You can check this video for yourself. It's still live on the channel, and I explain why and everything. These whole sets of videos with Yanagi, and then there's another one in here with Miyabi. That I might just be missing out on. No, yeah, there's Yanagi. somewhere in here is Miyabi. I'd have to go back and double check on it, but she's around here somewhere. But point being is that I went ahead and explained. Oh, no, I'm right. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of these videos back to back to back to back to back. All 4 of those videos are introducing different ways to like play these characters or build these teams. And so a lot of this whole factor was like 100% Nyx, right? I wouldn't say 100%, but a lot of that was Nyx. And so the way that I think about the game is because of Nyx, right? Like how I'm more open and like tweaking shit or digging into things is because of him and like the way he taught me to explore the game, which I'm very thankful for. Nyx is he's a good friend. Actually, I lie. He doesn't like friends. He's a homie, but I don't know. You might have seen him around. You may or may not have seen him around. He's not a content creator. He's just like, he's a homie. He's in the groups. I don't think he Grand Blue Relink just got announced for like their next version of the game. So he's probably not coming back to Zenless. I say that, but then we'll see him next week. Anyway, my point being is that at the time of me playing or making that video with Yanagi, right? And it was featuring Yanagi and Haru, or Yanagi and Miyabi in particular. Everyone was stuck on the fact that Chaos Jazz was Yanagi's best in slot. Like just use Chaos Jazz. There's no reason that you should not be building anything but Chaos. But what ended up happening, especially when I was able to show off that video, was when I played Miyabi, Seth, and Yanagi, if you use Chaos Jazz, the team doesn't work. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense because Yanagi's best in slot disk drive set is Chaos Jazz, 4-piece Chaos. Well, the reason it doesn't work is because now, since you're playing Yanagi is the way she's supposed to be played with like EX skills to detonate the disorders, if you don't have energy, you can't use her EX skill. How do you fix it? If we go back to what I just taught you guys with the whole, playing Bernice, Lighter, and whatever it is, you look at the disk drives, you look at the stats, you look at what you might be overcompensating on or what you need, you fix it. So we ran, instead of an Anomaly Mastery Yanagi, because at the time she didn't need it, we ran Energy Regen so that she made sure she had her energy, and we ran a 4-piece Swing Jazz. And at some point, it got to a point with like where my Seth was built up very good to where I could swap off her Energy Regen for AM because we were able to play Nagi like in a more quick swap manner. Excuse me. And so with this, 4-piece allowed us to, every time she did ultimate, which because she's on an Anomaly team, she was doing ultimates very fast compared to all the other teams. And then once we got more comfortable with the team, like, oh, you know what? We can actually squeeze in a chain attack from Nagi because using Seth's, like we discovered some tech with Seth, you can give the shield to both characters on the team instead of just one character. To this day, people still think that you can only give his shield to one character, but you can give the shield to the whole team if you know the tech. So now that we figured that out, we're like, wait a minute, we can get chain attack and ultimate with Yanagi now. This is 15% all the time. Like anytime we go into a burst window, that's 15% all the time. Or yeah, I'm right, 15% damage increase all the time. And because of the way Miyabi works and disorders, right? The more disorders or polarity disorders I can do with Yanagi, the more EBAs I can do with Miyabi. That's why it's my favorite Miyabi team. Because at that point, literally all I'm doing, hold basic attack, 1, 2, 3, swap into Yanagi, zip, zap, zoom, Miyabi, 1, 2, 3, Yanagi, bang, 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 Seth come out, stop the enemy from doing whatever they want, get a couple parries, back into Miyabi, EX1, EX2, hold 1, 2, 3, Yanagi, bang, bang, ultimate. It's a beautiful team. It's really fun. It's really engaging. I absolutely love that team. It's still one of my favorite teams, if not my favorite team to play to this day. But again, finalizing that is all I'm talking about, right? Like once you understand rules, you can start breaking the game and bending it however you want to. That is more of an advanced lesson, I guess, if I were teaching somebody stuff like that. But I just wanted to go over like the basics of team building. I know this might have been a long-winded video, but I promise you guys, it really is. It's just something that you kind of want to learn. You learn it as a new player. You learn it as a in the middle player, an older player, whatever. If you didn't know it, now you know. And if somebody else doesn't know it, you can point them to the direction of this video, or you can just tell them yourself, right? But why I say that to end all this off is that The community has gotten to a point now, and it's been that way for a little bit. I think we're getting a little better at it, but the community has gotten to a point where it's like the older players are telling new players things that they never fully experimented with. It's just this thing and that's it. There's nothing else about it, right? It's only A. So they're telling new players it's only A, and now new players are questioning or repeating that it's only A. Then when they're told they're wrong, they're like, well, wait, what? Like, that's not what. It's like, here we are. That's kind of it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here for today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, whether or not I guess you can't really agree or disagree because I just broke down team building, but whatever. Anyway, I can't say my user outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. If you want to see more of the like new player stuff, I might have a playlist somewhere over here. Or it might just be a single video, but they're on my channel. Smell you later. There we go. Bro, Kamon, I don't even know I guess I'll just tell him in the call. Anyway. What up, friends? So how you doing? Yo, this is my boy Kamon, man. Kamon wants to be a VIP, guys. Yo, chat, should we make Kamon a VIP? Should we make Kamon a VIP, chat? I don't know. You know, he never really around. He only popping up now. You know. You said account reviews in later today, right? Yes. So the applications for putting in account reviews will end. It'll close, and I'll reopen them after next month. So once I'm done with the account reviews for this month, since we're starting in the middle of the month, I'm just kind of gonna do anyone that wants to do it now. I'm pretty much gonna give them an extra month. That's really all I'm doing. And then when middle of March rolls around, I'm gonna reopen them and then close them for April. Very good wording for the vid. Thank you. I'm trying to get better at like doing it live. It's a lot. It's different, you know? It's different. But let me get off the game real quick. We're going to jump into, Kamon, you want to play Rivals? Or are we playing Overwatch? We're playing Rivals. Yeah, we're playing Rivals. Yeah, we're playing Rivals, bro. All right, so YouTube chat. If y'all want to hang out today and watch some Rivals, because I don't know how it works on YouTube, right? With the whole like algorithm, whatever thing. If you want to see that, just come over to the Twitch. At some point, probably later this week, I'm gonna test it out. Maybe we'll start some TikTok streams. I don't know. I've been seeing Josh do it. I'll talk with Josh about it and see like how Josh likes it, because I think Josh has a particular method that he uses. I think it's really good, but we'll try that. But I'm gonna go and play some Rivals today. We're gonna rank up. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be chilling and talking about whatever. That doesn't mean that you guys can't really ask me like Zenless questions and whatnot if you want to do that still. It's just gonna be a matter of like I might be responding to them slow, or I might not, you know, I might not be there. And no, Zeko, I'll still do both, right? Like I'm never gonna do like just the TikTok stream. It's gonna be both. It'll be like Twitch plus TikTok or Twitch plus YouTube short, whatever. I haven't decided if I need to make a new YouTube channel for gaming, because like I said, I don't fully understand how it works. And I've seen the results of like if like let's say that I pop Marvel Rivals right now and I leave my YouTube stream on, viewers tank. And obviously it's because they're not interested, right? They wouldn't want to watch that, but I don't know how that affects the algo for like my channel. Because what I've been taught is like anything negative, anything that goes down affects you negatively. Sometimes it doesn't, but it is what it is. I don't know. So we'll see. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna open up Rivals. Thank y'all on YouTube. Where's the channel? Which channel? The Twitch channel? Or no, you're already on Twitch. You mean the thingy channel, right? It should be, yeah, account reviews. It's in account reviews right now. So it'll just be named account reviews. It's inside of Polonia Mall, and you should be able to see it. If not, though, go into Tartarus. There's a section called Tartarus. Go into Tartarus and ask, but you should be able to see it. Like ask Ericon, add Ericon. Ericon, if you don't mind, like help him out real quick and then get him started. I think Zen is at work. Actually, no, Zen is in there too. Zen is in the voice call too, but he's muted. He might also still be at work, but just ask one of them, and then they'll be able to get you situated, get you all set up and whatnot, and then have a good time, have a good day, and you know, get the party started. But yeah, guys, go over to the Twitch if you want to see me just kind of like hanging out, playing games, doing whatever things that are not Zenless or just not gotcha games. And if not, no big deal. Join my Discord, and I will see y'all next time, which will probably be maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to definitely work on like situating what videos I do for the rest of the week. So probably tomorrow is like Star Rail or some shit like that. The Star Rail thingy comes out. So you guys might see me Friday or Saturday, one of the two. But anyway, YouTube, I'm out of here. Peace out, Girl Scouts.